work. I know I've been here several times when it's closed for different things or another, and also to get gas, because that's what we do. But I haven't gotten to see a lot of you sort of during business hours, so it's wonderful to see our amazing, hardworking staff at Animal Welfare and our volunteers. And so we very much appreciate you, and that's why we wanted to come by today also with our counselor and celebrate this wonderful amendment to the HART ordinance. Now, I think what I'm going to do is we're just going to hear from the three of us, and then we're going to sign this into law. And I want to begin, I think, with just a couple of remarks on my end, which is that, the HART ordinance, which is, of course, we've had for some time, we continue to amend and upgrade. And this most recent edition has a lot to do, of course, with spay-neuter. That's like fundamentally what so much of what we try and work on is about, but also making sure that services are accessible to everyone who needs them. And we've come a long way on that front. But also, there has just been a trend of people at grocery stores selling puppies and kittens with no information about vaccination or about spay-neuter. And of course, that can be dangerous for a number of reasons, for the animals, but also for a purchaser. And these are the kinds of things that actually lead to more overpopulation, because it becomes a way essentially to make money, basically illegally. And this leads to, sort of very low-end kinds of puppy mill situations. So it is not good. And that is why we had to step in and actually make this part of our laws in Albuquerque. Now, fortunately, we have both a director and a city councilor who are well aware of this issue. And so I want to introduce our director, and then she's going to introduce our city councilor. But now she's been with Animal Welfare quite some time, and she even has her fancy credential. What did you get?
Executive leadership in animal welfare.
There you go. And so now she's also like an animal welfare expert. But truly, I think Carolyn has done an excellent job with this department that had a lot of challenges. And she's been able to work in a lot of them. So with no further ado, Carolyn Ortega.
Again, thank you all for being here. I really appreciate you all being here for this momentous occasion. And of course, my staff, thank you for doing everything that you do in the field, in our shelter, and in the community. We also have here today some community members who actually advocated for this. Back here, hi ladies. They advocated for this change, and that's what we need. We need people in the community who see an issue to come to us and advocate for those changes. And then of course, with the support and leadership of our Mayor Keller and our Councilor Tammy Fiebelkorn, these things happen, and they happen rather quickly. So we're excited about this new progressive initiative to enforce this law, but also to get the resources out into the community that they need. So now I'll turn it over to Councilor Fiebelkorn to talk a little bit about why she supported this initiative.
Thank you, Director. I'm really excited to be here today for the signing of this really important legislation. I think everybody knows that we have the HART ordinance, that stands for Humane and Ethical Animal Rules and Treatment. And we've had that on the books for about 20 years. And we were groundbreaking back 20 years ago when this was passed by my predecessor's predecessor, then Councilor Sally Maillet. And it is still kind of the gold standard, the template that's used across the country when folks are updating their local animal ordinances. So very, very proud of HART. It did really cool things, like say, every animal in our community has to be spay-neutered. We do not allow traveling circuses, exotic animal displays. We do not allow fixed point tethering, or what we refer to as chaining of dogs anymore. We don't allow animals to stray throughout the community. If you have an animal, a dog or a cat, they have to be on leash in public. They cannot just be roaming free. Those have been the standards that this community lived under for the last 2 decades, and they're really important. And they've brought down the number of animals that we have to euthanize at our shelter dramatically. And so I'm very, very proud that HART exists. But any legislation is only as good as the enforcement of that legislation. And so we have now needed to update this part of the ordinance to say, no longer will it say you may take away someone's animals if they're selling them in public. Now it says you shall. And so the city, every time we're made aware of animals being sold in public, and I see it all the time at my local grocery store, my local community center, parking lots and sidewalks around the city, we see animals being sold. That is illegal, and we are going to do something about it now. It's important for the animals who are being sold. They have to be brought into the shelter. They have to be spay-neutered. They have to get their vaccinations. But it's also really important for community safety. We spend a lot of money on our animal shelters. We have nonprofits, so many nonprofits with so many dedicated folks working tirelessly, literally 24/7, to find loving homes for every animal in our community. We do not need to be adding to their workload. We need to be reducing their workload. And so I'm very pleased to say that my fellow councilors supported this unanimously, and if anybody's been following council, you'll know it's pretty unusual, but that is how important this is. Animal welfare is the one thing that I think everyone in our community agrees on. We have to do better for the animals. And so with this signing today, the animals that you see in front of us, we have Caramel and Chocolate, we have Hazel back there, we have Jack. They all need homes. And so if you're looking to live with someone, come to the city shelter, come to one of the animal rescue groups in the city and adopt, don't shop. And if you're using animals as a commodity and you're selling them, you're backyard breeding, you're selling animals, we are going to stop you. And this legislation gives us all the power we need to do that. Thank you.
Okay, so we want to actually sign this into law. That's important. But we also, Carolyn especially, we want to acknowledge just 3 employees. I started off with it's just how grateful I am to be here and get to see some of our great employees. And so we wanted to blend a little employee appreciation into this event. So I'm going to hand it over to Carolyn, and then we'll do our signing.
First, of course, this is changing what our field does. So the first person I'd like the mayor to recognize is Lieutenant Hargis. He's been with our department for 15 years, so he gets this special paw pin that says Animal Welfare 15 years.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Wow.
Thank you for sticking it out. I didn't
Yeah.
think we even had any
Thank
15-year
you.
folks left.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
that.
You got it.
Thank you.
Congrats.
Thank you, Lieutenant.
Oh, turn around.
Oh,
Get a
Lieutenant,
photo
one
with the
more.
mayor.
And there's one from me.
Oh, all right, thank you.
You got it.
And the second person, Oscar Poulos, has been with us for 10 years, and he started with Lucky Paws, and now he works in our maintenance team. So thank you, Oscar, for your 10 years.
Appreciate it,
Thank you
Oscar.
so much.
Hey, you can give me that
Oh,
pin.
give me that pin.
And I'll give you an honor coin.
Thank you, Oscar.
Do you have the next one?
Okay, and the third person is actually got our customer service award this month, of the month of July. And the one thing that he wanted to do was meet the mayor, so I couldn't let him down. So this was the perfect time to get the mayor to meet with Jacob.
Yay, Jacob.
Good to see you, Jacob. Hey, this is for you too, since I know you had to forego your gift. So the irony is, in City Hall, it's like the opposite because everyone's in the elevator and I get to see everyone all the time.
Yes.
But it's great to meet you.
Thank you. Well, this is the team that does what we do. In the field, in the shelters, in the kennels, and maintains this very, very much used shelter. So what a great time to recognize these folks, but also to recognize all our 150 other staff that run the shelters and make sure that our communities are safe for the pets, animals, and the people.
All right. So if you guys want to stay, you can stand behind us for this fun signing. Yeah.
Get a pen.
And scoot in. Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Good call, Tammy. Counselor, sorry.
I use mine all the time.
And it works?
It's still working.
Huh?
Yeah.
That's impressive. Okay, so Counselor's heard this a gazillion times, which is a good thing because she does a lot of good work and gets a lot of bills signed. But I always like to remind people you always have a fun little ceremonial signing, so you have ceremonial pens. And we kind of, I have these from governors and other mayors and things like this. And hers somehow still works, which is great because these are actually shockingly cheap pens, but they look good for a signing. So with that, let's go ahead and sign this into law. And it's not the 18th. What is today's date?
21st.
21st. All right. And then, so those of you who worked on this, by the way, if you want to come on up, sorry, I forgot to invite you up. And anyway, if you would like a fun souvenir pen, you can certainly have one as well. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
These are, you can hand those behind you if they want one. All right.
One's for you, Oscar.
And doing pretty good there. All right. Do you want another one?
Sure.
Might as well. Okay. With that, thank you everyone for helping with our heart ordinance, and we're looking forward to the difference this is going to make for our four-legged friends and their companions.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. So I think Desiree, you can organize questions or comments.
Yes.
I do have to. We have an APD graduation,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
pardon me. I'm going to step out for that.
Anybody have any questions?
You may.
Ask Carolyn
Yeah,
over
thank
here.
you.
And thank you.
You can ask
Carolyn
either
or
Councilor
Fiebelkorn?
Fiebelkorn or myself. Yes.
And before we start questions, I'll just remind you all, 4 adoptable animals in the area right now. If folks are looking for anybody there, the babies are adorable, but I have to say Jack and Hazel in the back are incredibly sweet seniors who definitely need homes.
Here they come, Jack and Hazel. Yes, so we do have puppies here, so there's no need to buy them at Walmart or Smith's.
Yeah, yeah.
We have plenty of puppies available to adopt, and they're already spayed, neutered, and vaccinated.
No questions?
Any questions?
Any questions?
For our counselor or our director?